What's happening? What's going on? How's the weather where you're at? Ah, so I was out earlier. Uh, I was out earlier. I think it was yesterday, and I should have went and got a bunch of supplies, but I didn't. I thought I'm running out of water, so I got to go out and get some water. Uh, yeah, yeah. I think I'm running out of water. I might got one more left. Yeah, I got one more left. So I'm good until tomorrow. But I gotta go get some. Nonetheless, it is a blizzard nationwide. Even in Mobile, Alabama, they have buildings that have frozen over. So the weather's doing weird things. And it's really something because I remember back in 96, 97, when I was in Alabama, it snowed. And when it snowed, I was on campus down in Talladega, and the people, the youngsters that were there, I was, in my 20, 26, 27. They were 18, 19, 20, 21, But I was walking on campus and I noticed a bunch of kids frozen. Well, not kids, but, students. They were all like this. I looked around and I was like, what are you looking at? And they were like, it's snowing. I was like, yeah. They said, we've never seen snow before. So, with that in mind, when I was in Atlanta, it didn't snow when I lived in Atlanta back in '01 or '02, but a blizzard did hit down there in Atlanta, and it snowed down there a couple of years after that, and shut everything down. So the South is not ready for bad weather. They're not built for it. Just recently, they had bad weather in Texas, and it pretty much shut everything down. And now here we go again. And I think my point is, I think the weather is getting worse. And now you have people who are stranded, on the side of the road. Yesterday when I was out, there was a lady who was, on the side of the road. She was blocking the road, actually. So a bunch of guys saw that she was stuck, and we all jumped out. It was all black men too. It was beautiful. It was all simultaneous. We just all stopped at once, saw this woman, on the phone trying to call somebody. She didn't have to call nobody. It was about 8 or 9 of us just converged on her car, told her to get in the car and fire up the engine, and we just, got her out of the way. And the traffic was respectable. You know what I mean? Some people waited. It was all respectable. It was beautiful. We jumped back in our cars, dispersed. Traffic was boom. So it was a beautiful thing. We didn't have to call emergency services or anything. We all collectively helped. It was a beautiful thing to see. Now, what I used to do is during times like this, I pretty much had a truck, 4-wheel drive, ever since like 90, ever since around 2010 or 11, I've had a Tahoe. So I like to keep a 4-wheel drive. Now, my other Tahoe, I have a Tahoe, but that one is traction control, 2-wheel rear drive, and that's out, so it only spins one wheel. But I also have a Avalanche, so I have a Chevy Avalanche. and that's four-wheel drive. Now, what I used to do on nights like this, when everything is, bad like this, and they put out, advisories, I used to go out on the highway and look for people who were stuck on the side of the road and then offer them help. But, people like that started getting injured by the people that they were helping. And also, a lot of people are intimidated by my looks. So I had enough of that. I said, you know what, I'm not doing it anymore. Because people are afraid of me. When I show up, they need help, but they're afraid of me because of the way I look. And I'm sick of that. I'm tired of trying to help somebody and you're afraid. I'm just like, okay, sit on the side of the road in an ice storm. I don't care anymore. It's sad, but it's true. I'm just sick of the BS. So I don't know what it's like in your neck of the woods, what the weather's like. But out here, it did snow. It like all came down at once, and boom. And of course, that turned to, ice. And with just in a couple days. So this is where we're at. But I didn't really see too much trouble on the roads. I haven't gone out on the highway. We don't have a weather advisory for our highways here, but we did get a power advisory. Don't use that much power. So that's going on. But they just lifted that. So, yeah, I had to turn off one of my refrigerators, unplug my microwave, try to conserve power. But another thing I wanted to get to is, they're having rolling blackouts. Just to let y'all know, this isn't over. Are you ready for that? How much food do you have? How much water do you have? Do you got a big bag of rice? You know what I'm saying? Do you have flashlights, batteries? Do you have a generator? I've been telling people for the longest time on my other channel, which I'm going to go live on soon because there's nobody here, to get a generator and use it. So if you don't have these things and you can afford them, go ahead and set yourself up just in case. Like I said, get a big old bag of rice. That'll keep you going for a while. And if you can afford a generator, get yourself one. You know what I'm saying? Get one. You can get generators from $200 on up, probably even cheaper than that. But get yourself one. Some of you may want an electric. I have a gas generator. Some people have solar generators. The generator I have is a Ryobi. You can run, I can run, what can I run off of that? Everything in the house. I can run everything in the house for 8 hours on one tank of gas. So that's my, the only thing I can't do is I don't have an adapter for the dryer and the electric stove, but I don't have an electric stove. I have a gas stove. But I wouldn't worry about that stuff anyway. You can hang dry your stuff. But, as far as the washer is concerned, that's cool. Of course, if the power goes out, there goes your hot water heater. But if you have a generator, you can cook. I have an electric plate. So, I got that whole thing going on. Just run some extension cords, plug right into it, boom. I got a lamp. I need another one of these, but I'll be able to have light and stuff like that. But if you guys can, get yourself a generator because, people are suffering because of this pretty bad. And them rolling blackouts ain't no joke. It's your boy Tone 202. God loves you, so do I.